Hello, friends, and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3 Chaos Run. Today, we find ourselves just outside the area where we met the Githyanki in the last episode. We have moved out of Act 1, but we are not in Act 2. This is a bit of a transitionary area. We could consider it to continue to be Act 1. Personally, I don't. I consider this area and the Underdark to be kind of Act 1.5. They are still not moved on to Act 2 yet, but they are very different and separate from Act 1 in a lot of different ways. We've made a couple of adjustments today. I have equipped the Abyss Beckoners on Shadowheart. So now, when she summons any creature at all, uh, the creature has resistance to damage, which is good, but at the start of its turn, it must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be driven mad. And that is every turn, not just the first turn. So when she raises enemies from the dead, when she summons any other creature that she has available to her, and as we go on, we're going to start accruing more and more creatures that she can summon. They will have to pass a saving throw every turn or go mad. Going mad does not mean that they will only attack our party, it means they will attack any creature closest to them. So at the end of every combat, even if they haven't attacked us yet, they will attack us at that point. So we will probably have to kill anything that we summon. So we'll have to be judicious in our summoning to make sure we're summoning them when we need them and far enough away from us that if they do go mad, we are not the first thing they attack, and then we will have to deal with them to finish the combat. So that's going to make things a bit more interesting, a bit more chaotic, and add a chaotic element to everything that we do going forward. This is Disabled. My name is Ed, and let's get into it. All right, let's first flip over to Lazelle, make sure that she has bound her weapon. So we will do weapon bond. Okay, and I think we already had it bound, but we're just going to go ahead and do that with her and with Karlak as well. Make sure everybody has their weapons bound up so that we don't run into any issues going forward with that. Oh, we discovered a waypoint, so now we can fast travel to this location. There's our waypoint there. And looks like we have a little pathway here going...
Wait. These markings. Tirsu's script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once.
Tirsu script, you said. What does that mean?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel, every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
Lazelle, how do I know I can trust your people?
You don't have to trust them, only to trust me. I have not failed you yet, and I have no intentions of it now. I don't need you to believe me for it to be true.
Come then, let's get to the creche.
Very well, you may lead. But if we stray too far that our chance is lost, I'll make my way there alone.
Okay, so Lazelle is not going to let us get far before she abandons us and travels to the creche on her own. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that because we are going to the creche. We're just going to take a small detour up here and look around a little. I keep hitting tab thinking it's going to highlight things for me because the other game I'm playing, Warhammer, you use tab to highlight. In this game, you use alt to highlight. And so I keep doing it wrong because I'm used to the other game that we were playing. Looks like we do have some things here, though. We've got a dead civilian and another. So as you saw, a bunch of rotten food, not much going on here. And as you can see, this will lead us back to the goblin camp, which we do not want to go to, because that will make Lae'zel angry, and she will try to leave us. So we are not going to do that. Instead, we are going to head out toward the creche, because we are just as interested to get there as she is. We definitely want to see if this creche can heal us from the tadpole that we have in our heads. Keep on moving. That being said, we do want to fully explore the area. Got some food here.
What's hiding here?
And some rotten food, which we do not want, of course. There's another shovel if you're still looking for one, or if you lose the one that you have. And here are some enemies. These are very, very, well, you'll see. Let's get into it. We should be able to handle them, though they will be more difficult than they should be. But let's go ahead and get started anyway. Let's see if we can't get first shot here. We have a Death Shepherd. Let's examine it. It is slashing resistant, piercing resistant, bludgeoning resistant, acid resistant, thunder resistant, necrotic resistant, fire resistant, lightning resistant, cold resistant, psychic resistant, and force resistant. And it is completely immune to poison. So this makes this enemy very, very annoying to deal with. Anything that we do will harm it, but it does half damage. It's a pain. And it also is silent, so it can't cast spells. It has a decent wisdom, +2 to all of its wisdom checks, so it's not a great one to use spells on. And it has an AC of 16, so it's also not a great one to do attacks at. So we are just really, really in a situation here. We're going to have to chip away at its health, and that is not fun. But we are going to use Chromatic Orb, and where is our other one here? I don't think I would be able to hit him, so I'm not going to Twin Spell. I'm going to use Fire, because it is not one of the things it said that it was resistant to. And let's go ahead and upcast that to level 2. No, it's not, actually. We'll do Fire, and we'll do level 1. And 94% chance, because we are getting the drop on it. It does not know we are here. And we do hit. We can force a crit, and I think that's a good idea, because, like I said, we're going to have to be chipping away at the health of this creature. So there we are. We crit it, and we only got 13. And then we just cast Fog around the entire party. So there's all of our other party members are still hiding, and we are as well. So it hasn't actually seen us yet. I can't crouch. I can end my turn, and it will let Shadowheart have a chance to take an action without actually being spotted yet. She is no longer blinded, so she is now out of the fog. So we are now going to get an opportunity to do damage with her, and that is wonderful. Now it is necrotic resistant, so using our necrotic cantrips is really not going to be valuable here. Instead, Well, the best thing for us to do, I can't do anymore because we adjusted. If you'll remember last time, we adjusted Shadow Heart's class, and we added a wizard level. But by doing that, we dropped her cleric level by 1. And so she no longer has access to Radiating Orb, which would be excellent in this fight. But we don't have it, so we are going to have to work around it. Instead, I will do Flaming Sphere, and we'll drop it right here.
Fog.
Oh. And everybody else moved up, and we're now in a full-on combat. Except it appears that Karlach is still hidden, which is interesting. But we're about to get her out here. So pull her up. She is no longer blinded. Let's see if we can get an attack in. We will do Booming Blade. She has a low hit chance here, but we'll go for it. Reckless attack. Still missed. And it's not her turn. Okay, it is Shadowheart's turn still. So she got the spell off, and then it threw her into combat, but she gets to take another turn. So that is beautiful. We are having to concentrate to maintain the Flaming Sphere, but it will not keep us from doing a spiritual weapon, because spiritual weapon does not require concentration. So we can drop the spiritual weapon here, and it can help us fight this enemy. Spiritual weapon is also a bonus action, so she still has her primary action. So we will now try to turn undead. This uses her channel divinity. We only get one, so we're not going, because we only have one here. We'll wait for the rest of these guys to get in here before we do it. So in the interim, we will... I guess we will use one of the cantrips. It's going to be resistant to this, but at least we can do something. And we did do some damage, so good. And we'll end her turn. That brings us to Lae'zel, and Lae'zel is going to throw her weapon. Very nice, and she did some damage. And then she can do it again. And the weapon came back because she has her... Beautiful. We have now gotten rid of all of its temporary hit points. Her weapon comes back to her because we bound it, and because she is a... Death Knight, I think? No. Eldritch Knight. She is an Eldritch Knight, and so now when she throws her weapon, because it's bound to her, it returns. Beautiful. End turn. Okay, it is the Flaming Sphere's turn, and we are going to attack the Death Shepherd. It doesn't do a lot, but it is doing some. It's absolutely worth using. And as you can see, it's got the attention of the enemy, which is wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead and do Hexblade's Curse. Hopefully it'll help us get a hit on it next time. And then we have Phagian up. He has already taken his turn this time. I will step a little further away and then end turn. Not what I wanted, but okay. So did you see the pop up over the Death Shepherd's head? It said immune to Death Spirit Madness. That is Shadowheart's gloves. So there's a possibility that not only will the anything that she summons go crazy, but anything that has been summoned that is in the area can also have a chance to go crazy. So right now my flaming sphere is outside. If you see this wobbly red line here, that is how far the Abyss Beckoner's I guess aura emanates to. So the flaming sphere is not having to make checks. Our sword is having to make checks, and it's immune, so it can't go crazy. Thank goodness. But it does have to make the set, or it does have to make the roll every time. Okay, let's end turn. Not great. She is nauseous, and so she lost her turn. She can't use actions because she is nauseous. However, she can throw a heal, and we are going to get Phagian topped off here. And get him a little bless, so that's wonderful. And we will do some more damage on the Death Shepherd here. And we'll hit him one more time. He's a little closer to us than I want to be, but that is okay. Let's see if I can take a step back. Not really. I could back away, but it would put me through the fog, and I don't want to be blinded. I don't know if I would get out of the fog. Well, we'll try it. And yeah, I'm blind right now, which is not awesome. So I'll have to move back up when I get ready to get out. Or we can try to... Okay, let's go back to where we were. We are no longer blind, and now we can get a little distance, which will make our attacks a little more effective, to be honest. Is there a location I can go up? I can't get up there, and I can't get up here. So I can't get above them. We can't get a height advantage. But I can get out of the way. And actually, since I have done that, I'm going to go ahead and do some more attacking. And we'll throw again.
In my best interest.
And again. Now, if you'll notice, those damage numbers are not very high, but that's because he is resistant to the piercing damage that she is doing with the glaive. So it is not hurting him as much as it would. She would be doing double that damage to anything else. And end her turn. We'll use shield to avoid that. And looks like Karlach was able to get through the stinking cloud. We are going to rage. And looks like we just created difficult terrain for anyone but us, so that's wonderful. And we'll use Reckless Attack and try to hit the Death Shepherd. And we have killed one. Fantastic. Now, the reason I am focusing on these and not the ghasts and the ghouls is that if we were to kill one of the ghasts or the ghouls, one of the abilities the Death Shepherds have is that they can raise them from the dead. So it's really pointless to do that. Okay. Alright, Phagian is up. And let's go ahead and drop a... Oh, yeah, we don't want to put it right on top of Karlach. That's not doing much to him, but it is at least keeping him bothered, let's say. And we also have Misty Step that we can use to get away from him, because I do not wish to be where he is, and I will get away. End turn. Flaming Sphere is up. And I'll just keep these guys busy here, so we'll attack. End turn. Oh, and he brought the other Death Shepherd back. That is not what we wanted to see at all. I'm not entirely sure I knew he could do that. So we're going to have to take them out pretty close to at the same time. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. And she is still nauseous, so she still can't do anything. We don't need to throw out any more heals at the moment. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on herself. See if that won't clear the nauseous for us. It doesn't look like it does, but maybe it'll keep us from getting it another time. Alright. And looks like now that we've gotten free, we have just put ourselves in a situation where we are now having to deal with the ghouls. But okay. Perfect. And she's doing fine on health. Okay, so Karlak is now nauseous, so she can't take a turn either. Though we do need to attack this round if possible. So we got our attack in, so we will not lose our rage, because losing our rage would make us much more susceptible to getting hurt. And it does look like Shadowheart is no longer nauseous, so we'll see if that maintains for the next round. Okay. We're going to go ahead and drop Cloud of Daggers because it's not actually hitting anyone. I am going to Twin Spell Haste. Oh, I'm going to have to move to do that. Okay. Then let's get over here, a little closer. Twin Spell Haste. Nope, can't do it. Alright, then we will Twin Spell Chromatic Orb. Fire. Gonna have to do it at disadvantage because I have this thing on top of me, so that's not good either. Alright, we'll just, in that case, use regular haste on Lae'zel and give her the opportunity to do a little more for us. And I will Misty Step again and get away from these people. Until the end of my next turn. Okay, each spell I cast, well, okay. So next time I need to cast a lot of spells is what I'm hearing. Alright, we have brought the Flame Aura to the enemy. Okay, we've got our sword again. Oh, with a nice hit. Apparently when he gets raised, is he not resistant anymore? I don't know. Interesting.
I need your help.
I see that. Alright, so we need to heal Karlach, and we are nauseous again with Shadowheart. I'm not trying to target the undead. Thank you.
Take two.
With Blessing, she should be able to hit a little better as well. Except she doesn't get a turn because she's nauseous. So. Okay, looks like I need to get rid of the creature making everybody nauseous. So I am going to do that quickly. Go for the ghast. Very nice. Oh, she's hasted, right, so she can do this a couple more times. No. Good. And one more. Lovely. So it is now down to about half health. Okay. Bringing us to Phagian. And what to do? Let's go ahead and twin spell Chromatic Orb. Fire. Very nice. And in turn, he can Misty Step again. Because I'm getting sorcery points every time I do things, so I should be able to give myself some spells back. So let me go ahead and do that on my next turn. We have Flaming Sphere is up, and we will attack the Death Shepherd. Beautiful. Well, looks like we lost Karlach. That is okay. We'll get her up in a moment. Very good. Okay, and this time we are not nauseous. So let's do Turn Undead and see what, if anything, with only a 30% chance, but let's see what happens. Hey, we got some turned. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I don't have anybody to heal because Karlach is dead. So. Okay. And we will try to take out our nauseous thing here. Which it will probably be rezzed pretty quickly, but that is okay. Beautiful. It is almost dead. Hitting Shadowheart is harder than it looks. Hitting Phagian is harder than it looks as well. I am not going to allow myself to be affected by the... Yeah. Allow myself to be affected by the bull there, so... Let's go ahead and give ourselves some spell slots. Give ourselves a level 2 spot back. and use it. See what kind of damage we can do here. Got that thing dead again. I don't know if he can raise it back up quickly, so hopefully we can get him down pretty fast. Although he gets a turn before anything else gets to go, so probably not. Ah, he was not able to raise him again. Good. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Okay, and she is not nauseous, so she gets to take an actual turn. Not much she can do, but we will go ahead and use Inflict Wounds. He is resistant to necrotic, but if we can land the Inflict Wounds and then do our... it didn't matter. Couldn't get it. Target is too far. Oh, yeah, it would be. Path is interrupted. She can't attack the ghast anymore, which is obnoxious. Actually, let's throw something else. Yeah, that did a little more damage. I think her glaive is not doing the damage we want it to do. So. Okay, let's go ahead and twin spell Chromatic Orb. And we'll put one into them and one into him. Okay. End turn. Beautiful. He's got 2 health left. And he never made it out of the flame aura. Beautiful. So we'll attack the ghast. Almost. It died in the flame aura as well. And that leaves Shadowheart to go ahead and do her necrotic. We had a save. Oh! That was unpleasant. And we will throw... Kill the ghoul. Get some distance here.
No time to waste.
Kill the ghoul. And kill the ghoul. There we go. We got out of the noxious cloud. Let's have Shadowheart get Karlach up. There we go. Oh, too far away. Okay, so as you can see, that is a very tough fight. Oh, she did have some. That is a very tough fight. It is it's a tough one no matter what level you are, unless you have the right abilities. So a lot of radiant damage. So if you have a paladin in your party, you can really tear through those things quickly. If you have a cleric that is level 5, level 5 cleric that has access to radiating orb, that can also do tremendous damage in that fight against absolutely everything. But we got through it, and we will now
Than prepared.
hit a short rest, even though we have no spells available to us. That is okay. We've
At least
got other
things have
things
stayed
that we can do.
interesting.
So let's see what all the looting is here, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we just found a missive from Moonrise Towers. Duke Ravengard is to be delivered, unharmed, or mostly so, immediately. Moonrise Towers cannot fulfill its destiny until the Duke has been delivered. Those who succeed will be rewarded. Those who fail will first face my wrath, then Gortash's, then mine again. General Ketherick Thorm.
The Absolute's forces have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers.
Okay.
A powerful asset. Just what are their intentions, I wonder?
There is a dead Githyanki youth here as well. So that's interesting. Looks like the Githyanki may have another dead Githyanki youth, a dead zealot of the Absolute, and another dead zealot of the Absolute. So I don't know if these ghouls, gas, and death heads killed all of these people, or if they killed each other and the death creatures were a result of that. I'm not really sure. We got everything looted up, and we picked up a new piece of armor for Lae'zel. So the one of the Absolutists had on plate armor, and it is an 18 AC. She can wear heavy armor, but she is currently only wearing medium. So her AC currently is 17. We'll equip it, and her AC is now 18. So she just raised her AC by 1, and we can move this to wares. And it looks like there is another dead Githyanki youth up here. I think that's the last one I see.
An efficient path.
And then coming up here,
Bridge is
this
down. There must be another way through.
looks like this is a very disturbed area. I would say anything out here looks like it has tumors on these trees. So that's interesting. I don't know what could have caused that. I guess we'll have to find that out later. But that is an Act 2 problem. And we are still working through Act 1.5. And we have a creche to attend. So let's get to it.
Looks like a trap.
Well, I'm glad everybody saw it just as we were running past it.
Trap. Be cautious.
Best be on my way.
Okay. Looks like the repulsion mines are not doing any actual damage. But they are throwing people around. Karlak just got tossed. Okay. I don't see anything else there. Got a plant here. And that looks like something interesting we can check out. But first, if we go up here, take us back to the path we were on earlier. Though there is a statue up here that we might want to look at. I don't know that there's anything of real interest here, but we can take a gander. Oh, and a voice. So there's someone down there to speak to.
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
Okay, so that probably
Looks like Lathander, god of the dawning sun.
looks like it has something to do with that monastery down there. A statue that, so it may have been a monastery of Lathander, which if you are unfamiliar with D&D lore, he was a god that is largely considered a good god. I want to say Lathander is lawful good, but I'm not sure on that. He may be neutral good, but I think he is lawful good. And we have Lady Esther. Let's find out what she's got going on for us.
A friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
It looks like a temple.
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
Brutish and rude by your wretched standards, but stupid. Chucky.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient.
You tried to buy one of their children?
What? No, of course not. I was merely... Well... Look, it's just an egg. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition.
Please, do enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly.
Violence is taught, not inherited. You don't need to steal a child to know that.
You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help then, to prove your point. They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
We have an egg. Let's see if it'll go.
Oh, you wonder... Hold on. It looks different to what I expected. Are you sure that's a Gith egg?
Of course not. It's from an owlbear. But I bet your employers won't know the difference. The goal here is to keep her from getting a Gith egg, because that's reprehensible, and Phagian is absolutely against it as a concept. We're going to use Tides of Chaos because this is important to him. Though it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Bad rolls all around. We do have inspiration, so we'll do it again. And try it a second time. Oh my gosh. We'll give it one more go. We won't use our last inspiration on this, so hopefully we get a better roll this time. Okay, good. Woo!
What the Society doesn't know won't hurt it. And we're left handsomely legacied either way. I rather like this plan. You have yourself an accord. Here's your payment. I'd hope it's enough to warrant your discretion, too.
Okay. We got 250 gold for that, which is not much at all. And if we had actually bought a Githyanki egg, we wouldn't have gotten a great reward then either. So,
I have something to ask.
Thank you so much. Do be sure to pop into the lodge should you ever visit Baldur's Gate.
do you have anything to trade?
I should hope so. When adventure calls, I am always thoroughly prepared. Take a look.
So she has some excellent things that you should be aware of. Periapt of Wound Closure is a wonderful trinket to have. If you go down, you automatically stabilize at the start of your turn. So for Karlak before, she would have stabilized. Now, it wouldn't have stopped the Death's Head from killing her, but it would have kept her from bleeding out or dying before we could have gotten to her had it not attacked her. But it also, whenever you're healed, you restore the maximum number of hit points possible. So if you have a tank, putting this on your tank will guarantee that any healing you do will maximize and help them to be as strong as possible. It's a very, very good item to have. So we are going to pick that up. We have Winter's Clutches. If you're going for a Frost build for your mage, it's definitely worth picking up. Gloves of Cinder and Sizzle. If you have a monk, it's a good idea. It adds fire damage to your attacks, which is lovely. And it also allows you to cast Scorching Ray, even if you are not in any way a magic user. Gloves of Baneful Striking. Will let you basically cast Bane on anyone that you attack. Now, if we picked up the Gloves of Power before, you already have this ability. As long as you have the brand from the Goblin Camp that we had Priestess Gut give us. And you can actually get your entire party branded if you want to. You just have to have each of them talk to Priestess Gut before somebody agrees to go with her to her room. And then she can brand everyone in your party. Boots of Elemental Momentum are okay. If you are needing more movement and you are a wizard that does, elemental damage. The Graceful Cloth is a fantastic item. So it is clothing, it is not armor. It means wizards can wear it, barbarians can wear it, monks can wear it. Anybody can wear it, but they can all wear it without giving up their AC bonuses. So I could put on the Graceful Cloth and would not impact my ability to use Mage Armor. But what the Graceful Cloth does is increase your Dexterity score by 2 to a maximum of 20. So even if you have a 18 Dex, you put on the Graceful Cloth, you now have a 20 Dex. And it also gives you a +1 bonus to saving throws for Dexterity and increases jump distance. But getting the +2 to your Dex score makes it wonderful for rangers, anybody using ranged weapons, anything like that. Monks do excellent with this. I want it for Astarion because he is going to be our ranged attacker and it will do him very, very good and help his AC go up, though my character might use it in the interim because I'm not getting much benefit from Robe of Summer because I don't... we're not facing anything that does cold damage, and there's not much in the game that does. That's not really valuable. Cacophony's not really valuable. So we've done everything we can do now with Lady Esther. We got everything from her that we want, so I will now balance offer. I could try to pickpocket these items from her. The Periapt of Wound Closure you can pickpocket pretty easily, but because pickpocketing difficulty is based on the value of the item you're pickpocketing, and since the Graceful Cloth is so expensive, it's almost 2,000 gold value, it is very difficult to pickpocket. You have to get a very high roll to do that, which you could save scum it if you want to, but that is not what we're doing in this playthrough, so I am not going to save scum it. You could also kill Lady Esther and hope that it falls off of her corpse. Some of the items in her inventory will, and some won't. And so you don't really ever know. There is a chance that it will fall. Both of these items being on her corpse when you kill her is very, very rare, but it could also happen. I would not recommend that path, though, because there's no guarantee, and this is definitely something you want to make sure you can get. However, we have plenty of gold because we have been doing all the important things to make sure we have gold, and so we can go ahead and do this and pay for it right out and get what we need.
Now, I believe you have places to be.
I believe I do too. So she is no longer looking for a Githyanki egg, but we have completed the quest. And so that will show back up later when we get to Baldur's Gate and we run into the Society of Brilliance, but we haven't run into them yet. So we don't necessarily know who they are. Graceful Cloth. Right now, my dex is a 14, so I'm going to put this on. My AC is 18. Let's see what happens. And my AC is now 19. I get 3 from Dexterity, 1 from a shield, 1 from Ring of Protection. I'm sorry, 2 from the shield, 1 from Ring of Protection, from my Dex, from Mage Armor, and I get to a 19. So now I'm a little harder to hit. I look a lot better, I think, than I did in the robe. I think that's a very cool looking outfit. And my Dex is now a 16, which will help all of my ranged attacks, such as Ray of Frost, and anything that I am doing of that nature. So, very nice. Also, let's go a little further and get on. We got to get to the creche. Creche to the creche. Heading on out to the creche. Let's have a look-see here.
This view's almost worth the walk.
There you go. Check that out. That is again, built to Lathander. Absolutely gorgeous, though you can't get to that. There's the monastery that we are headed to. Absolutely beautiful area. The developers did a great job with this game, didn't they? Just made it gorgeous. Okay. On and on we go. Ooh, a Lathander sign. Let's have a see what it says.
Approach the fairy in Lathander's grace. May his gaze shine upon you, pilgrim.
Okay. So we have a cable car wheel here. I am not going to try it with Phagian because Phagian has a 21 strength. Oh, that's right. I accidentally took one of those. I accidentally took one of the Hill Giant potions in the last episode. I forgot all about that. Okay, well, never mind. Then we will have Phagian do it.
Next time's the charm.
See if we can get it. Oh, not with a 2. Man, what is up with these rolls?
Damn. Completely stuck. I wonder when it was used last.
Don't think he
Might
can
not be
try
the time.
again. Yeah, he can't. Let's see if Lozelle can do it.
Madness. That will not work.
Hey, she got a better roll than he did.
Good. With great effort, great reward. Or so I hope.
And here comes the platform. That keeps us from having to walk down a path along this mountain that is covered with those traps that throw you, and they will absolutely toss you off the mountain. So you do not want to have to traverse that path if you don't have to. There is a bird there who will give you a quest to deal with some eagles. You can go pick up the bird without having to deal with all the traps, though, because he's not very far up the path from the bottom.
What a sight! We should stop for a nice little lunch. Take it all in.
Is the worm gnawing at your grey matter? We must find a creche and be purified.
True. Fine. First, purify the tadpole. Then, a little lunch.
And you've got to love Lozelle. She's absolutely fantastic. Okay, looks like there is a shrine here. Maybe. Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. We definitely want that. Greater Healing. We want that. We don't care about the prayers. We'll take the gold and the amulet. Okay. Let's head out and go talk to that bird. Get a little quest.
Can't slow down.
I believe we're approaching the creche. Once we're inside, let me do the talking.
Just to be clear, you're going to lead us into a nest of Githyanki marauders, and we're supposed to trust that.
Is that a problem?
More a sign of the times, I suppose.
So, unsurprisingly, Shadowheart does not trust Lae'zel, but she has not the entire time, so none of that should be a surprise. We hop up here, and there's our bird friend. Now, do we have Speak with Animals currently? We do not. Let's see if we've got a potion for that. I think that we do. Ah, yes we do, right here. Okay. Perfect. Let's go talk to the blue jay.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Did someone steal something from you?
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here.
That doesn't sound very fair.
It's not bloody fair. I got there first. The eagles don't even need it.
Surely the eagles need a nest as much as you.
Not on top of the monastery, they don't. It's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
We don't have much of a nature roll, but we'll give it a shot. Because we've been getting such great rolls lately. Yep, that's going to be a hard no. No idea what lizards he's talking about.
Alcoholic lizards didn't show up much in your studies of the natural world.
Do you want me to go and deal with the eagles for you?
You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please kill the eagles. They're the worst.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles. Deserve a little comeuppance.
Okay. There you go. And he's got a nest to loot, but we can't loot. Well, we could, because he can't really stop us.
Shadowheart. Your skills are improving.
My skills were just fine to begin with. You can save the compliments.
I don't pay compliments. I make observations.
Okay. So as I was saying, we could, of course, steal from the blue jay, but there's no need to, because once we clear the eagles for him, he will leave, and then we can take whatever we want. Okay, everybody's survival failed right here. Gee, I wonder what that could be. Yes, I know. Can we not do that right now? Huh. It won't let me dig for a moment, so I don't know why not. Are we glitching out here? We're going to drop it and pick it back up. Now we can dig with it. Weird. And even though we all failed the survival check, the fact that it happened let us know there was something there. So, you could consider that cheating to a degree because, you know, failing it means we didn't know something was there, but, you know, whatever. We got it anyway. Got more balsam. Okay, let's head on down to try to see if we can get into this creche. More to do, more to do. And there's another waypoint, which we have now discovered, and a path up, which gives us an alternate route into the monastery if we want to take it. But at the moment, we haven't even been to the front door, so let's see what's going on there first. Perhaps there's no need for an alternate path. Autosave is not ever a good sign. Normally means something bad is happening, but we'll give it a shot anyway.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the creche on high alert.
Okay, so as you saw, each of the people there had a necklace, and they are, a Corliss is a novice of the Absolute. The necklace they wore was a symbol of the Absolute. So these are Absolute cultists, and the Githyanki are now clashing.
So the Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
Could be a good thing. Could be a bad thing. I don't know. We now are at the monastery. We need to get inside, try to figure out what to do about meeting up with the creche and getting these tadpoles out of our heads. But I think that we're going to need to get to those items next time. This is Disabled. My name is Ed, and this has been Baldur's Gate 3 Chaos Run. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps me out tremendously. And until we meet each other again, make your way with love and light. Thank you so very much for coming along on this journey with me today, and goodbye.